Hello, everyone. Welcome back for part 2 of our group healing on purging loneliness. And if you're new, welcome. So just make yourselves comfortable. As always, you're welcome to sit erect in a meditative position. You are welcome to lie down, whatever makes you comfortable. So today we'll continue adding in breath work as we're channeling energies and as we work through this kind of purging of our personal loneliness, the ancestral genetic loneliness that's in us, and as well as going into the deeper subconscious of the collective and humanity's loneliness and suffering. So with that being said, let's gently, slowly, just breathing in through your nose and slowly breathing out through your mouth. And if you need to keep a little bit of water nearby, water is very good. It moves, good conduit of energy. So have your water handy. And yeah, if you need a blanket to feel like you're in a safe container, absolutely grab that. And I wish we could play music, like I said yesterday, but for YouTube licensing, we don't want to lose the group recorded healing. So maybe on a different device, or play any music that you would like, if you like that. And yeah, otherwise we'll just continue where we left off yesterday. We did a tremendous amount of work yesterday. This has really been a big deep dive weekend on working through loneliness. So thank you all for joining again, and thank you for Divinity and all the guides that are with us all weekend long. Such a gift, such a blessing, especially this full moon weekend. It's big love and relationship full moon weekend. Okay, so just make yourselves comfortable. Let's just go into your own inner space. Welcome the energies, the pure divine source energies to come in, connecting all of us. We're dropping down a big group matrix, a grid over everyone. Just relax, oxygenate your brain, just with a few slow, deep breaths. The energies come through with every breath you take. You become more relaxed. Welcome the energies. Let's add in any specific power lines, divine power lines. We'll activate and open our hands and feet to help us process out, release any negative patterns. Let's do a mental clearing, just a thought form clearing, general kind of mental streamers, crystallized thought forms. It's a general mental body clearing. Just allow your mind to relax, to focus, to any looping, anything that's kind of stressing you, keeping you in your head. So we ask for the energies to come in, clear that out now, please. Energies are coming through, clearing the mental thoughts, mental streamers, crystallized stories, all thought forms, especially connected to loneliness, suffering, and heaviness. We want to purify that. And we all know loneliness is not always bad. just shows up as a signal, an alarm to tell us to do something about that emotion. That it's time to create real connections. Loneliness can be very deeply growthful. So, the many aspects of loneliness. So, we're rebalancing ourselves, harmonizing ourselves to the different aspects of the loneliness and purifying and deconditioning that dark, heavy, dense loneliness that can keep us feel locked and trapped. We're still clearing out the mental body. We're asking to clear our stories. Let's add in a little extra clearing of the astral, of the emotional body. Just for yourself and everyone in the group field. So we're just doing a little bit of mental and emotional clearing. As our subtle bodies are clearing and purifying, we'd like to set an intention to allow a new relationship with the idea of loneliness, with the emotion of loneliness, with the thought forms surrounding loneliness, the core programs of loneliness. So we're allowing and welcoming a new relationship to loneliness. And as the mental body, the emotional bodies, the subtle bodies continue the clearing, let's move into our limbic brain. The limbic brain governs our behavior, our emotions, our motivations, our emotional processes. Let's optimize our limbic brain. Welcome beautiful energies. Just fills. There's so much love. There's so much love streaming in. With every breath, you're activating deeper and deeper the nodes and all the processes and energies of the limbic brain. We're asking for an upgrade and optimization of the limbic brain and how it processes and governs our emotions, our behaviors, our motivations. Any additional rewiring between our brain lobes, and our nervous system, any optimization and healing that needs to happen in our nervous system. We ask for that optimization and healing now, please. Yes, any neurological deficits. We ask for healing now, please. Any specific brain and nervous system work custom for you. Let's just stay here for a few minutes. We're still working with the brain and nervous system, with the repatterning, the optimization, any specific healing, any upgrades you need, any personal and ancestral genetic release work that needs to be done, or healing. Let's drop down to the heart. We'll call in Lord Krishna, the Hindu aspect of the god Vishnu, the Lord of protection, compassion, tenderness, love. Krishna with his consort Radha bringing in this pink diamond energy into the heart. Feels like a pink diamond elixir just overflowing in our heart, the heart chakra, the physical heart, the energetic spiritual heart. So deep purification, a delayering, an activation of deep love, cosmic and human. You may feel this in the front of your chest and in the back of the heart, near the spine. If there's any tension, just keep gently breathing it out, breathing it out. With every breath, we're releasing and unwinding on an energetic and physical level. With every inhale, the love of divinity flows through. We ask for this love energy to break down any barriers in our heart to loving others, to forgiving others, to forgiving ourselves. Just stay here this love flow between you and others, and vice versa. This recycling, this giving and taking, this inhaling and exhaling of love. Just use that energy to clear out and delayer, do a deeper activation in the spiritual heart. So much love and gratitude is pouring in. Gratitude to teachers, to our guides, gratitude to loneliness itself. We want to purify and release any of our distorted thinking around solitude, around connection, around being hyper focused on inner work, ignoring the hunger signals of loneliness. To clear that out and harmonize and balance our relationship with the loneliness as it shows up in our heart, in that triad of the heart, the physical, energetic, spiritual hearts. Beautiful pink diamond light just cascading, just washing through layers and layers of multi dimensions in our heart. Let's call in some pure magic just to help with the transformation process. So much love, so much pure magic. Just a pink diamond love and light. Beautiful healing energies of Source and Krishna and Radha. So supportive and loving. Any energetic gifts that Radha or Krishna would like to give you. It could be an energetic book. It could be a special gift. It could be some wisdom, a special, unique Shakti energy for you. It could be bestowing you with a blessing, a puja. Just stay here for a few minutes, just accepting their gifts, accepting their beautiful energetic gifts. So much love, tenderness, compassion, devotion, just swirling all through. Let's activate a Shakti for loneliness. So we recognize the bell, the call of loneliness. And we have the drive, the motivation, the wherewithal to create real connection, deep connection, healthy bonding with much love, honor, and respect, personally, romantically, professionally. So we're asking for this permanent Shakti, this life force, this energy to live within us, asking it to act as a bell, an alarm, a signal that allows us to recognize a call to create real connection, a call for bonding, a call for reaching out to others, an innate, instinctive call. It's like an energetic, like an electrical wire dropping through the spine. Allowing for a very balanced, harmonious relationship with loneliness. As that Shakti begins to come in today, it will continue. It'll take about 30 days for it to fully form in your system. Along with that Shakti, let's also ask for 30 days of releasing of our samskaras, any of our behavior tendencies, just any tendencies that we keep that keep us locked and trapped and maybe cycling, karmically cycling through time, our relationship to loneliness. So we ask for a breaking down of the samskaras. They may look like just perfectly aligned and organized balls, like pinballs all around you. There's rows and rows of these balls, like almost like a mercury. So we ask for the dissolution or samskaras. Now they're telling me to add in for the samskaras a clearing of the loneliness, the lack, the loss, those core programs. So we're releasing over the next month through this loneliness Shakti, this lack, loss, loneliness, those core human survival programs. In order to purge the loneliness, we have to purge the other core samskaras as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as the samskaras release and the Shakti forms deeply in you, it'll be easier for you to create and connect and recognize real connection, deepening of your bonds, your existing, former, and future connections. Any personality pieces that need to dissolve, we ask for that, just a clearing and dissolution of any personality pieces that keep us stuck with loneliness. Anywhere where our personality keeps us locked, so we're unable to pivot our relationship to loneliness. Oh, the ancestral energies are coming in. Okay, let's clear the personality pieces for the ancestors. For you and your ancestors, your whole family lineage, living and passed on in other dimensions. Thank you. As these personality pieces break down, this allows for new personality pieces to form that are clear, full of love and light, compassion, and life force, happiness, lots of positivity, allowing you to pull in threads and connections, be like a powerful magnet. It's pure, loving, creating good, real connections. Let's just stay here with that, please. So important to break down those old personality pieces. Feed the samskaras, keep us in this kind of vicious karmic loop across time. So we want to purify and clear all of that. For you, everyone in the group field and your ancestral lineage. So many samskaras around this core loneliness, core human lack, human loss. We just thank the energies for clearing that out. Just beginning the process of clearing that out. It will continue beyond today. Just evolve and percolate in your system. It's a beautiful deconditioning process for you and everyone in the group field. Such a lovely Shakti down the spine, starting to create like a caduceus force, weaving up and down through the spine, just allowing us to create real bonds, real connections. New personality pieces are dropping in. New possibility threads are dropping in. New little streaks of light look like little streaks of light. Those are connections to your soul people, to your soul family. They'll act like little magnets. Love and life, professionally, with family. Use these energies to correct any disharmonious relationships that you have or any disharmonious relationship patterns that you have. Let's take two like really deep, strong breaths to move through relationships. You can visualize your people in front of you. It could be family, it could be coworkers, it could be loved ones. Just visualize you breathing your breath through them as a way of releasing, clearing out any of this congested energy between you and them. Be someone from the past, just whoever comes to mind. Could be a group of people. It's okay, just visualize them in front of you. Inhale through your nose, up your spine, and then exhale through them. Get that energy moving, purification in your relationships. People that you've been obsessing over, things that keep running through your mind, just relationship mishaps, anything disharmonious with others. Just breathe it through, exhale it through them, purge it through them, and run the clean energy up through your feet, your perineum, up your spine. And again, exhale out through them. Very powerful to visualize this kind of loop flowing between you and others. Just a few more loops of this beautiful breath work. It's creating clarity in your heart and your body energetically, and clearing out the energy with them as well. So you have a beautiful, easy flow, just golden light energy just flowing, either looping through you or doing a figure 8 through you, like through the heart. Either the loop or the figure 8, just beautiful golden light. Just with every breath, clear it out. It's like a golden light. It's bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a light of purification just between you and humanity. What a gift. Just stay here. Let's just cycle a few more times. Just this pure, purified breath work between you and others, you and your special relationships, your special people, your ancestors, your family, people you interact with on an everyday basis, people you hold near and dear to your heart, your healthy and unhealthy relationships. Let's just purify all of that now, please, with your breath work. Just a few more breath loops. What a gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep relationship healing with this breath work. You may feel almost out of body, almost numb, and just completely filled and radiating with just love and light. Just letting the breath work run through you, run through others, to the point where it's no one specific. It's just you and your relationship with humanity. Any energy centers that you're ready to be activated in your system now, we ask for those activations. Now, it'll be very different for each and every one of you. You just might feel tingles in various parts of your body. You'll understand what's happening. Just purification, activation of any of these energy centers. This beautiful divine light, this breath work is cleared out and is allowing to be activated in you. I feel activation and below my psoas, around my knees, my feet are tingling. The palms of my hands are tingling. Just a deepening of activation, my heart chakra, in the front and the back. For some of you, you may have energy centers activating in your eyes or around your eyes, around your eyebrows. Where energy centers are open, the easier it is for you to purify, to decondition, to release density, heaviness, heavy emotions, specifically with this loneliness. Any energetic books of magic that you're ready to receive, let's call that in now, please. Any energetic books of magic, pure, divine, loving magic, the magic that helps us transform, to have a deep communion with God, with divinity, with Source, and humanity. You may actually see books, or you just may see like an elixir flow of like a fountain flowing to you, through you. It's the wisdom of these energetic books. It's coming in as activation or wisdom initiation, just specifically for you. Give it a couple minutes for the energy books to download in your system, and you understand that this will evolve and open over time. A lot of information, wisdom will come through in your dream state or even in your conscious state. You know, you'll get thoughts, ideas, people will say things. You may be drawn to reading actual book, physical book, just to help your conscious mind process and activate wisdom and information. We'll use these books of magic to help heal loneliness, the true nature, the understanding of how to heal loneliness. As these energies come through, I want to read to you a beautiful note I received last night. My journey through this life has taught me a lot about loneliness. I have lived it and I continue to live it. But clearly, I have been able through a long road to see how this loneliness has been changing. It has been transforming me little by little. It has been changing me on the inside. It is my change that has made loneliness change. And perhaps loneliness has taken me on its journey, and I decided to follow it. The loneliness that everyone talks about, the one we understand when we think quickly without stopping, is a superficial loneliness. But what can make us lose? The loneliness that everyone understands as a state where we are alone with no one else around, that loneliness that is defined by a number. We believe that we are alone if we, without anyone else. It doesn't actually say anything about this true nature of loneliness or how to heal it or understand it. The true nature of loneliness lies deep within our hearts. It does not depend on anyone but ourselves. It does not depend on any other person or object around us. True loneliness appears when we isolate ourselves from ourselves, when we protect ourselves from our most intimate sensitivity, a sensitivity so simple, so vulnerable, that sensitivity that connects us with everything else, that sensitivity that speaks to us strongly about ourselves, about our own essence, about our own reality. And it speaks to us through our desires, deep desires. Loneliness speaks to us through our feelings. It has a characteristic that many reject, a vulnerability. That is the path that leads us across the barriers of our heart and accompanies us on that internal journey to the center of our reality. It is an encounter within us. The beauty of this loneliness process is that it has to do with others as well, because it allows us to see ourselves in the other, and it allows the other to reflect like a mirror in us. It is what some call love. And that loneliness that we must purge is the loneliness that isolates us from our heart. It's the loneliness that can happen when we are surrounded by many people. It is a kind of loneliness that slowly sucks life out of us. The worst possible loneliness, being able to become aware of what we carry inside. And that worst loneliness finally prevents us from being able to open ourselves to another, to give ourselves to another without masks, without strong protective armor. And when the heart opens, we feel vulnerable, and that allows love to enter and leave our center, and that hurts. And that is when we stop being alone. We have transcended our inner isolation. And when the heart opens, it longs to generate roots. It is the final form of rooting, allowing our hearts to take root in this world. The deepest roots are those of love incarnate. The deepest roots are those of love incarnate. So as our heart has been opening this weekend, creating new reality streams, new connections, new energetic roots, that is this beautiful form of rooting, rooting to the world, rooting to others, rooting safely within ourselves. And with that, I'd like to ask to start integrating the energies, deep, beautiful energies. With all of our integrations, you'll feel a vortex forming around your feet, an anti-clockwise kind of hurricane, like a wind going anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, and it spins and spins and starts enveloping you around your feet, your ankles, up to your knees, up your legs, up your abdominal area, up your solar plexus, that tender heart that received such a deep healing, purification, and amplification all weekend. And up, 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 anti-clockwise spin of this integration up to our throat, up around our beautiful faces, all the energy centers in your face, your ears, your eyes, your lips, your tongue, everywhere in your head, your brain, all this limbic brain work that we did today, the healing and optimization of our neurology, our nervous system, the balancing that we did in the brain, the lobes of the brain, the hemispheres, the left and the right, the yin and the yang, the masculine, feminine, all of that energy is just being integrated very lovingly, but very firmly. And you see all this flotsam and jetsam spinning around you, all this magic spinning around you, lots of different energies, very loving, purifying. You may see languages, codes, lights. It's deep, beautiful catching up of our entire system to the new you, the more loving, peaceful, harmonious, balanced you on the physical and energetic level. We thank all this beautiful divine breath work. It helped us purify and just call in new energies, and especially today, the purification that happened between us and others across all timelines in our past, in our current relationships, going into the future, as well as all the kind of genetic ancestral relationships that we've allowed that breath of air, that magical healing through breath work to cleanse and purify us and others, everyone with whom we are connected to, humanity, ancestry, all of our lineages, spiritual lineages, the subconscious, conscious, all of that beautiful relationship healing, all through this love and light that came through this oxygen in through our nose and out, out, out. Just like pushing this like love and light through others. And again, circling and looping through us, through our core, up our spine, where the caduceus force was activated yesterday, where we activated that life force as it runs through us in the form of oxygen, love, light, the elements, our connection to nature. Just very big life force activation. The caduceus force activation happened yesterday. It's still evolving and opening in you and all of your cells and all of the elements, and how you breathe and how you see and how you speak, how you hold your heart in connection to others. Just true, wondrous divine energies. We're integrating this now very deeply, softly. We're catching up the new you, your new psyche, your thought forms, your emotions, your body. The purification has happened in your chakras and all of your energy centers, the nadis, the marmas, the meridians, any energy centers that have popped open like popcorn in your system. Everywhere where we've unhooked the negative patterns, the connections that we no longer need. Anywhere in our belly that we were unhooked, in our kidneys where we were unhooked, anywhere along the spine. Lots of unhooking happens along those low chakras of the spine. For some of you, you received some unhooking in your throat, in the front and the back of your neck and your throat. So we thank divinity for that. Any unhooking that happened in your brain, in any of the lobes and the hemispheres of the brain. All those heavy, dense choice points that were just dissolved, allowing us to have pure flow of love and light and delightful relationships. Anywhere where we held that kind of those magnetic choice points, we thank divinity for purifying and clearing that out in us, for you and everyone in the group field. Any energetic gifts that we received today from our guides, maybe specifically from Krishna and Radha, the divinity of love, compassion, devotion, and the beautiful poetry that came through last night from Dr. Juan Jose Reserpo Calle. Thank you so much. Thank you for channeling such beautiful healing words. It's like a balm on our hearts. So just a few more minutes as we continue this integration process. And the integration will continue because these Shaktis will continue opening in all of you. These energies, the Caduceus force that we activated yesterday, the Shakti that we called in to kind of stream through your spine. It's a continuation of this clearing and cleansing. Any other gifts that are going to be evolving and opening in you across time. Just any other purification around that heavy core human loneliness and how it ties in and is braided into lack, loneliness, the L's, the ugly L's, the lack, loss, loneliness. And so we welcome that purification ongoing as well. And just energies that will help us pivot our understanding of what love is, of what loneliness is, and how it expresses in us, and that it's not always a negative thing, that it can be just an emotional signal, an alarm. When you feel that loneliness, that you realize that it's time for me to connect with others, and you actually do something about it. You take the initiative, you have the motivation, the wherewithal to connect with others because you're very gifted and able to pull in those soulful, beautiful relationships, romantic, friendly, professional, with family, with spiritual, with your soul family, and just humanity in general. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just another minute or so, just this activation, the integrating energies, sorry. Again, they continue spinning, just very like lovingly enveloping you. Your whole room, your whole space is just this anti-clockwork, winding of these beautiful energies and codes and magic and healing and the light and love of divinity within each of us. We thank our holy breath of all the love and divinity and with every breath and with every exhale, the deep purification that was taking place for us and everyone in the group field, our ancestors, our loved ones, and a big shift and movement just for humanity overall. So you may be feeling a little bit dizzy as this vortex spins counterclockwise, but we have to integrate. You have to call in, an integration, loving integration of all these energies. They're very big, deep, profound, and we've been sitting, kind of marinating and cooking in this group field for the last week, but very deeply, strongly in the last 24 hours. Let's thank these integrating energies just for staying with us, however long necessary, to help us feel grounded, very safe. Because our hearts have been really opened, like a rawness. So we want that kind of balm, that healing kind of elixir of peace and love and light. So these energies, as the integration takes place, that we have like a very deep, soft, solid, wonderful. We feel very landed and grounded. And you know, if you're not ready, if your heart feels very raw and open, and you're still processing a little bit of physical and energetic pain, I always tell you go sit outside in nature, drink your water, listen to some soft, gentle music, go sit in a park, if you can, walk along the beach, get your feet dirty, get your feet wet, and work with the elements. Welcome Mother Gaia's elements, the minerals, the sun, the air, the water. It's all part of a beautiful integration process. And I just want to thank all of you. I'm so, so humbled and grateful to be able to do this kind of deep, deep healing, deep explorative work. So much magic, so much divinity, so much love, light, peace, so much support. So much happening from the other realms, other dimensions, and the veils are so thin this weekend because of the full moon. So I'm sure all of you have been having a very deep experiences, visions, dreams, emotions, physical sensations. Uh, just one more minute, please, just one more minute of integration. And then just when you're ready, wiggle your hands and toes. Maybe roll your neck a little bit, move your spine a little bit. Just as you're ready, and the energies of the integration, let's ask for these, let's program these integration energies to stay with us for the next week. Because I feel like with the samskara shakti coming in and all the other energies that we activated, they're still going to keep coming in and unfolding and unveiling themselves. We want to have very strong integration and integrating energies just for the next week, please. So we feel very loved, encapsulated by whole healing energies. Anytime you feel kind of raw or pain in your heart, just you've activated so much in your hands. Just put your hands over your heart and channel into your heart. Anywhere in your body. But the loneliness has such a heart component. Just allow it to process through. Your hands have so much resonance, so many healing energies running through your hands. And also in your belly, we did a lot of that navel release work, and that kept going all night. And so your whole core, your abdominal solar plexus may still feel a little bit heavy. And so you're welcome to put your hands on your heart and your navel as needed. Even the tops and bottoms of your spine, like the top of your neck where your atlas is, down to that tailbone. So just anywhere, if your body needs a little more help with processing any of these energies, you're welcome to always just ask your hands to activate the hands. Wherever you feel a little bit of stiffness, a little bit of stuckness, just use your breath and your hands, your activated hands. Kind of just gently, slowly breathe it out. Yeah. Just slowly, slowly, as you're ready, slowly and gently take a minute. Wiggle your hands, wiggle your toes. Anyone that needs to go, feel free to go. I encourage you guys to repeat part one in a couple of weeks, just to kind of go deeper with this healing, with all these new transmissions. Just as you're falling asleep. And there's another group healing that we did about a year ago. It's called Attracting Good Friendships, and it is specifically focused on your relationships. So, for those of you that have challenges in your relationships, with bonding with others, or even having a desire to bond with others, that might be a very good session for you to, you're falling asleep at night, turn your lights out, turn the little YouTube on, welcome the energies in, and it's called Attracting Good Friendships. Lots of amazing energies came through for that one, and that is on YouTube. Okay. Thank you all for coming. So lovely to watch your beautiful faces on Zoom. Thank you so much. And in November, our next deep dive, weekend long deep dive, will be on eyes, healthy eyes, enhancing the health and well being of our eyes, the whole visual apparatus, and doing some energy activation with the eyes. So it'll be a good one. We'll do some iridology, energetic iridology, and as always, working on the physical and the energetic. So if you or anyone you know has weakened eyes, like a lot of us do, because we spend so much time looking at our iPhones and our electronics, it will be a very a good healing weekend for the eyeballs. Not just the eyeballs, but the whole visual center, the whole visual apparatus. So I welcome you all to that. And I don't remember the exact dates in November, but um, Dawn will post it. I'll let Dawn post it. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you stay to share. We love your stories. Your stories and experiences are so beautiful. That I wish we could record them and post them. They themselves are so deeply healing. So, on that note, Dawn, thank you so much for recording, and we'll see you guys next month.